Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. It is another Saturday special here for you on the network, and the Banshees here in front of the home crowd in the best form in recent memory. 4 wins in their last 5 games, and facing against the lowly Silverbacks, who have just 2 wins on the season, a chance to actually ascend to the top of the table with a win here today for the time being. The Manticores and Condors will have chances to match that feat later in the week, with the Thunderbirds already failing to take advantage of that opportunity earlier in the week. So a big moment for a team that is undergoing a big rebuild. 5 wins in 2 matches. Here is their starting 11. No changes. Ulrich Jensen continues to be the deputy left back and impresses in the absence of Michael Carrington. The change today is an injury to Axel Blaze last week, expected to be back shortly after the Week 8 bye. So Lelo Kimelic comes in, filling in at the point of the attacking midfield for this side, and trying to keep the Banshees goal scoring momentum going. 15 goals scored in their first 7 matches, just over 2 goals a game, and a 2-1 victory on the road last week to come in to defend that record against this side of the Silverbacks. Still no changes for the perennial strugglers, just 10 goals scored and 17 conceded, has them sitting at 21st place at this point in the season. They're feeling like they need a win here before the bye week to get their season back on track. No changes to their side, and it was a 6-1 drubbing at home at the hands of the Green Galaxy last week. So trying to bounce back with a really disappointing performance there. It'll be tough against the side in such good form as the Banshees are. Everything set for the referee. The visitors in orange and white today of the Silverbacks going to kick us off. Banshees in their trademark teal and turquoise purple strip. Sean Colton kicks us off. He scored a goal in each of his last 2 games after failing to score in his first 5 games with his new club. So he'll be trying to continue that hot streak of form. Eldridge battered into by Banshees, who's continued to distinguish himself as one of the most talented midfielders in this season, his 3rd year in the league. Kivomya, Callum Tanner with a bit of space. Gets it to Chimelik. Great pass, Abraham! Good save from Koke Ruiz. First corner of the match. The Banshees starting brightly right out of the gate. Good touch, good hit from Abraham. This is on target. Ruiz is well positioned to deal with the threat. And has some words for his defenders. Not entirely happy with the effort there. It's early on. The Silverbacks have got to improve, defensively speaking. Ambiak takes it short to Chris Kivomya. Huge touch, and he's giving it away easily. It's odd, though. Jensen gets a block, and it's going to be a Silverbacks throw deep in their own territory. Napier. In Shunk. Pulls in. Nice ball for Jean-Paul Napier with space to run on the left-hand side into the 18-yard box area now. Drilling across the ground, a terrible delivery from Napier, who continues to underwhelm his new club. Leon, clever ball forward to Callum Tanner, who's round the corner here on Taylor and got the beating of him for pace. Callum Tanner to the byline, swung into the back post. Banshees was in there, and Shunk got across to it well. Napier, nice one too with Dalbert. Colton, flip of the hips there. Now it's Eldridge. There. Nice pass. Braxton Eldridge in behind the line here. Trying to ease it on, and just the wrong choice there from Eldridge. Should have had a shot at goal. Nice control by Kieran Moore there. Turn from Banshees was a good idea to open it up, but he ran out of real estate. Trickles out for a Silverbacks throw. Gleason. Dalbert. Colton. Eldridge. Colton. Still with Sean Colton, a couple of odd touches in there. Eldridge is in the behind, and DeMusk was alert to the threat. Going to restart quickly here. Tanner flicked on towards Abraham. Heads it towards goal. Should be Koke Ruiz. Sean Gleason's going to track back and grab it instead. Enter forward to Colton. They're looking wide for McGlavin. Nice pass. McGlavin headed onto a good area for Eldridge. Bit of a seal dribble there, and Redan was in the way. Cut across once again. Abraham. Schmelik. Over Tanner. Clever ball. Gleason did really well with it, though. And Venter nudges Kivomya off it. Napier, another terrible touch. Abraham, Tanner, surely the opener, there it is! Callum Tanner strikes again. And the Banshees take a lead. And as the moment stands, they sit atop the National Soccer League table. Plenty of game left, but just the start they wanted. Terrible from Napier, who's really been struggling. Abraham, quick and decisive are the Banshees in the attack. Silverbacks might need to learn a thing or two from that. Too slow and sloppy defensively. Point-blank effort from Tanner, never in doubt. And the Banshees open the scoring here. Tanner's 6th of the season. He has moved up to number 5 on the scoring charts for this season. Well, how do the Silverbacks respond here? It's another early goal they've conceded. Another game, and gotta get back in it quickly here. Napier has been dispossessed again. He is really having a tough go of it out there today. Schmelek, Abraham, to Kivomia. Space opening up on the far side for Bambiak. Is he onside though? No, he is not, and frustration because he was in a really good area and Kivomia just hesitated. Trying to work the extra yard, and Bambiak can't check the run. And chance goes begging and wasted. Ball there from Fabi Nguyen. They're looking for Napier. Leon is well positioned and away from Napier again. Schmelek. Kivomia. Urge to take the space that's been invited to him, and here he goes. Cut back for Leon. Schmelek. Tanner. Abraham. Can he return the favor? Good save from Koke Ruiz once again. Worked by the Banshees again. Tanner and Abraham really fit and firing on the same page at the moment. Again, it's a tale of two sides. Silverbacks struggling to find that similar synergy between their two strikers. We have another corner here for Bambiak and the Banshees. Swung in towards Abraham, and Koke Ruiz was a commanding presence in the air. Bridge. McGlavin pushed out wide and running out of options, and then gave it away under minimal pressure from Banshees defenders. Here is Bambiak. Turn on Ian Chunk. Let's see if he can get the cross away. McGlavin tracking back. Gets it out, and it's a Silverbacks throw. Gleason. Now switching the field to Napier. Can he get something going here? Drops it to Fabi. The ball from Fabi given away. Silverbacks kind of out of sorts at the moment. Now here goes Abraham and Tanner, who again are looking very sharp by contrast. Here's Bambiak. Through to Tanner again. Can he get there ahead of his man? Callum Tanner. Good save. Koke Ruiz once again. The gloves on it to make a fine diving stop. From Tanner, he's looked in the mood today. A couple of good chances coming his way. It's another corner for Bambiak. Kivomia offers a short option, not going to use it. Good ball in. McGlavin did well to track it down. Maybe his ball again here. Zia did well. Some more scouts battling it out there. Jensen's ball lifted in, and Nick Taylor up and away. Bambiak in the firing lines. Away by McGlavin, dominated by Eldridge. Wonder if he got a faulty shout from the opposition there to leave it. Schmelek. Good bit of skill there. Schmelek might break for him. Into Chris Kivomia. Good save. Koke Ruiz for the umpteenth time puts it behind for a corner. Kivomia can't believe it. He knows he should have scored here. Gets a little bit of a lucky bounce. Just hits it under pressure. Doesn't want to take a risk with Shunk bearing down on him. Time again with Kivomia checking in short. Can he get it this time? Put in. Koke Ruiz is in the right spot once again. Able to make the save. Aldridge can control under pressure. Hit. Forward to Napier from Fabi, who continued his run. Leon charges it down. Break for Fabi. And now Marcus Dalberg trying to slip in behind Kieran Moore. Great defending from the captain of the Banshees once again. A little bit of pressure here, and DeMusk has to clear it under panicky circumstances, but well won by Abraham. Schmelik, good control. Abraham, final few minutes of the first half, still 1-0 to the home side. Tanner, good turn, opening it up for his teammates. Callum Tanner crosses in. Shunk did really well under pressure to deal with that. Bombiak. Still a chance for the Banshees here. Michael Bombiak going to drive it. Koke Ruiz denies it. Good chance. He's got a great long-range shot on him. It's a fine stop from Ruiz again, who's had 5 or 6 good ones in this first half. Other corner, the 5th of the half from this side for the Banshees. Kivomia is there to support. Swinging deeper this time away from Ruiz. It has been a bit of a problem with the deliveries in this half. Colton. Not sure what he saw there. That was absolutely atrocious. Under no pressure, trying to, from a simple drop, kick it out for a corner. Have to take it. Final few seconds of first half action. How much added time will there be? Thinking about 3 minutes, maybe. This time it's Tanner who checks in short for Bombiak. He's got it. Callum Tanner. In towards Owen Redan. Good play, and cleared off the line by Ian Shunk at the near post. Still alive with Schmelik. Bombiak. Shooting chance for Tanner. Back up to Bombiak instead. Drilled in, and McGlavin is away from the goal, and Abraham was offside. Clever idea there. Just driving it in hard and low, but well defended in the end by the Silverbacks. Final minute of the first half action. Still just the 1 goal in it. Silverbacks trying to get one less attack going forward, and they've given it away quickly. And that should do it for our first 45. Referee's whistle goes, and the Banshees are a goal to the good. And heading up to the top of the table as it stands. We've got 45 more coming up for you in just a short while after a break on the National Soccer League Network. Oh, mobiles. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. A tight, tense, and cagey affair in the first 45, but the Banshees grabbed the opening goal and have control on the game as it stands in front of the home crowd. Still would like to increase their margin of victory here. An insurance goal to shore up shop. Silverback still with a shout, but they've got to find some more meaningful inroads. Much like this from Callum Tanner. Lovely change of pace. Tanner hit across the floor, and Ruiz have saved number 7 of the match. How important has he been coming into the side? Not just today, but this season. It's not great for the Silverbacks to give it away quickly. Tanner, Kieran Moore. Abraham on the turn. Inside, Bombiak picks it up. Forced out wide here. Vincent. Trying to get away from McGlavin and couldn't do it. Now the break could be on for the Silverbacks. The Banshees had a lot of numbers forward. Give under pressure, did well again, and Redan able to settle things down. Kivomia. Leon, nice change of direction there. Up the sideline he goes. Kivomia offering the drop. Leon looking like he doesn't want it. We'll take it now. Here's Kivomia. Here's Kivomia under the area. Driving cross, and Gleason heads it away. He bundled over by Leon. Going to be a yellow card there for that challenge. Maybe you're not just talking to. That's certainly a foul. That's a kind of a bad one. Every player getting a word with the referee there. Not sure what was happening. And now this is an interesting one. We've got a National Soccer League debut for the second round selection for the Banshees. It's Jose Evans, his first career appearance for the home side. The exciting prospect from the draft, seen as much more of a project than a day one starter. So interesting that he's getting minutes, but with the thinness at depth for the Banshees, the position with Axel Blaze out for a small spell, it's a bad time to give him some minutes. So he's operating a little bit more on the right-hand side here. Offside as the call. Napier again continues his woeful performance here. Work from Malayon, has in the back of his head. Very, very tight call. Redan sending it forward. What he's doing there, Colton picks it up. Napier. Colton. That's the turn off Redan and cleared. Oh, not convincingly so. There's a handball in there though off of Eldridge. Will be a Banshees free kick. That's not that attack. Must take it. Two clean sheets on the season. Coupe de Musk, despite missing the first 2 games of the season due to a contract dispute. So Evans, first touches are tidy. Milion involved into Abraham. Good ball. And Gleason did well to get it away. Another ball from Napier there. A couple of interesting passes in the Silverbacks. Colton. Yay. In the space that's afforded to him. And comes across to try to shut it down. Did well. Once but twice. Owen Redan stepping across, making it happen and trying to get the Banshees across the line here. A lot of games won by a margin of just 1 goal for this Banshees side. Sort of a hallmark of a championship winning team, if you will, and they will be the top of the table. This result holds. Here's Jose Evans, 18-year-old, on the ball here. Evans, nice pass to Tanner. Tanner toppled over by Nikolai Taylor, defending for him. She stands under the foul, not going to get it. Here's Kivomia. Evans to his right, goes for it himself, blocked by Gleason. Albert under pressure, did well. Eldridge, can he spot the run of Fabi? Goes out wide, sends to Napier. Venter, Colton, nice pass. Marcus Dalberg with a bit of space and time and got the pass all wrong. Octave did really well there. 70 minutes played. Still just the 1 goal from Callum Tanner. And minute 17 separating the 2 sides. I think there might be 1 last goal in regulation that could entirely change the shape of this outcome. Here's Kivomia. Trying to make sure it's his side that grabs that goal. Nice turn. Swung into the area. Abraham is there, curling in, and Koke Ruiz did well to get hands on it and hold it under pressure. Enter on the turn, trying to get the Silverbacks forward. Struggling offensive performance for them. Wide to McLavin. 15 minutes from time here. Silverbacks still searching for a shot on goal. They've yet to have one in this game. Colton. Stopped by Octave, another great defensive contribution. This rebuilt Banshees back line is getting the job done. Musk right on his goal line, able to play it off to Redan. She's moving it around nicely here. Here's Evans. Clever little flick from the young rookie. He's had some excellent passing in this game. Here's Jensen. Carrying on his run. Umduck supporting. Driving it into the back post, and Koke Ruiz able to collect it. And launch this forward and spring the counter attack. Here's Dalbert. McLavin. For the run of Eldridge, didn't feel comfortable and turn it back inside for a drop. Here's Colton to Eldridge. Nice ball. Interesting choice by Eldridge there. That was terrible. Kivomia. Tanner to Leon, carrying on his run. The marauding right back, charging forward again here. Swings it across and couldn't get the shape on it correct, and it's out for a goal kick. Well, up next we've got a match between the Orcas and the Stealth. Should be a much more open contest. This one has been a little bit of a defensive struggle. Substitution now. Moore is off for Vidal Moylan. Second change of the day for the home side. Marcus Dalbert making way for Gregorios Katsundes for the Silverbacks, trying to mix it up for the visiting side. Holds it out wide to Napier. Venter. They get a moment of inspiration, a little bit of magic from one of these players. Can he be the one to do it? Oh, bad tackle there from Redan. Got that one all wrong. Maybe a free kick, not a yellow card. Bit of a surprise there. And that he was kind of clean through on path to goal. Despite the angle being against him, still a great chance. BA to take this free kick right in front of the corner flag. Substitution to come up first, though, and it's the second change of the day. Napier is going to be withdrawn before he can take the kick. Toward Derpy coming on with the Silverbacks, trying to mix it up. Two changes for each team here. Guerra now takes the kick duties. Swung in, DeMusk was in the way. Poor delivery. The Silverbacks continue to really struggle for quality in the attacking sense here. Looks like that one goal from Callum Tanner might just be enough. Moylan's to Bambiak. Redan back to him. Moylan's to Evans. Katsundes crunching challenge, swept off his feet. The referee says it was clean. Now here goes Katsundes. Huggins in behind. Chance maybe for the Silverbacks. Swung in for McGlavin. Redan just about did enough. Banshees are going to be able to hold on here just 3 minutes at a time. Kivomia. Tanner with the match winner as it stands. A goal that puts the Banshees atop the table for the time being. Abraham forward for Moylan's, good chance. Abraham, good block by Taylor, but that should just about do it. Tanner trying to work the space. Kivomia getting there late. And in a minute now we'll see the whistle that will see the Banshees to the top of the National Soccer League table. A roar of elation from the home crowd here in Cathedral Stadium as the Banshees move into first place for the first time in their club's history. What a moment, what a performance. Again, another narrow, gritty victory. And this first 8 weeks heading into the bye could not have gone any better for this team, bouncing back after a disappointing down year. They are on the track to playoff success and potentially beyond here. And the Silverbacks continue their torrid run of form in this league. I'll leave you here with the full match stats and highlights. There won't be too many of them back in a short while for our next game up on the National Soccer League Network on the Saturday Showdown. Ooh! Almost threw up. Zero. 2 1s and a flipping 0.